Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Page number 153 and 154. Part 5 Vedas 3 Sound and Creation. What is sound? Sound is a vibration or pulsation in air, says science. Atomic science and Einstein's theory says both in the microatomic and macrocosmic worlds there is a pulsation of stars and galaxies and subatomic particles. Everything is one and only Advaitam. Everything is a flow of electromagnetic energy. But why do they seem to be different? All the seeing difference is due to differences in vibration, says modern science. When there is a vibration, there is a sound. That sentence can be reworded to say that for a particular sound to be created, the corresponding vibration has to be there. In one energy field, when there are different vibrations, different animate and inanimate life forms and substances are created, says science. Religion says that the whole world has come into being from God's breath, that is Veda mantras. There are human beings and animals. Their faith and feelings and sensations are influenced by the frequency of their breath. It may be noticed. The breath affects every cell in the body. Every cell is consuming oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. The vibrations of the movement of breath affects the health of the system. Those who regulate the breath suitably through yoga and pranayama maintain surprisingly healthy bodies. They can and do control their pulse and heart rate to such an extent that they can bring the whole sequence to a standstill when needed. They can control the blood flow in such a manner that they can stem the blood flow even when arteries are cut. They can stay in samadhi without a breath even when buried under the ground. The poison of a scorpion or a snake bite fails to affect them because of their breath control and control lower vibrations in nadis or channels controlling the bodily nervous system. Control and frequency of breath is important not only for the body but even for the control of mind and its breath. The mind and its thoughts, breath or prana shakti or life force are all mutually interdependent. This is so due to the fact that the mind and prana or life force arise from the same source. Healthy and unhealthy thoughts thus are dependent on the vibrations of the nadi. If you observe your own breath in the sanctum sanctorum of a temple or in the presence of a saint, you will notice that it is orderly and even, while simultaneously the thoughts are also quiet and peaceful. Compare this with how your breath is uneven when affected by the anger or lust. Thus, our breath and thoughts are mutually interdependent and controllable. The nadi vibration will be different when even between the happiness arising out of the activity of religious significance as against happiness of sensual pleasures. Generally, the breath will be seen to be based on the right nostrils. Then when the sense of elation is due to the singing of bhajans or psalms, while an erotic song is likely to be activate the breath through the left nostril. When we sit down to meditate, we will notice that mind is slowly settling down, and as oscillations of the mind are calming, the breath will slow and steady and balanced in both the nostrils. When the mind gets totally absorbed with the breath, may even come into a standstill, while the individual continues to be alive with complete bliss of awareness. The gross body, subtle mind, intellect and awareness all depend upon the flow of breath for birth, growth and degradation. The proper swaragati or flow of breath depends upon how well we manage to control the inner vibrations. After all, these animate living things and inanimate matter come from the same source called God. For their birth, growth and end, the necessary vibrations have to happen in that Paramatma only. Is it not so? Brahman is Advaitam, non-differentiating, unchanging, non-vibrating, non-pulsating, and all that. Let it be. With the indescribable and unmentionable Anirvachaniyam, that is Maya Shakti, this Brahman is said to transmute, and metamorph seemingly into so many life forms of living beings and inanimate matter. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rama 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 Rama.